Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Recap, a guy's review. All right, quick update here on the Zac Clark and Tayshia Adams rumors. They are completely unfounded, and let's nip this in the bud. You know, yesterday we read some interesting news that Zac's mom had unfollowed Tayshia's account, and boy, could we have not been more wrong. Come on, moms don't know what they're doing on their social media, right? Moms have no idea what they're doing. Let's not take one mom errantly unfollowing people. She was probably trying to order, some takeout on her, Grubhub app and accidentally, who knows what happened. But here's the story. Different conspiracies as to why they think Zac Clark and Tayshia Adams have split. And of course, fans bored on a Sunday, people had nothing better to do. I was part of it. I talked about it. I didn't believe the rumors, but I still made a video about it. I'm kind of like the guy who shows up whether or not the story's true. Don't trust any journalistic integrity from me. I'm coming in there and I'm going to give my opinion on it. So as you know, yesterday, BachelorNation.scoop posted that Zac's mother unfollowed Tayshia and clickbait, and then they received some messages. Also, they said Caitlin Bristow also unfollowed Zac this morning, which wasn't true. It turns out Caitlin unfollowed Zac weeks ago, but either way, his mom also unfollowed her daughter-in-law, Allison Doug, Zac's brother's wife, and then refollowed her. Usually this would be a sign to me, but Zac doesn't really use social media except to comment hearts on Tayshia's post, and he did like the post about her hosting, so I don't think it's too big of a deal now. His mom is older and could have accidentally done it. But the question about Caitlin Bristow unfollowing him weeks ago is also kind of interesting. Why would Caitlin unfollow Zac? Maybe it's because Zac doesn't have much going on with his social media. So it's like, why follow someone who's not really using their social? So anyway, this was big news that it came out later in the day. Zac's mother refollowed Tayshia. And then people were getting messages, Zac's mom's following Tayshia again. Oh my gosh, can you imagine how slow of a news day it is that this was the story? But this is the little spark that Bachelor Nation needs, because we're all a bunch of psychopaths. And anyway, so, I thought it would be good to smudge the air with some sage, but I can't do that. So on the audio way, I can smudge the air with some nice music. So this is a poolside song called Tiki Tiki. So let's pretend like we're having a margarita on this Monday morning. It's mid-March. I know people over there have smelled the spring air, but it's still pretty ice cold. So pretend like your morning coffee is actually a nice sugary daiquiri. And let's continue the story. So someone posted this when they were like, oh, Zac and Tayshia broke up and Zac hasn't commented. Someone's like, no, Zac's on a fishing trip in Charleston. So here's Zac on a fishing trip in Charleston. There he is, taking a boat out at a sandbar. Nothing big. The guy lives his life. He's not living off of social media, unlike some of these, reality people. So there's Zac. This is the funniest part of the story is Reddit, because Reddit first of all, the internet never loses. The internet is batting 1,000. So someone posts, Zac and Tayshia, Zac's mom has refollowed Tayshia. This was big news. People said this is the update I needed. So it looks like a 70-year-old woman with limited social media experience could in fact have done it by accident. Someone posted that about Zac's mom. She once commented on a Tayshia fan page post thinking it was Zac Tayshia. Guys, I'm crying laughing. OML. Zac's mom followed an account that's basically a Tayshia fan account. Like it has nothing posted, but it has her picture and a similar username. She's just covering her bases. So Zac's poor mother had no idea what she was getting herself into. Someone says this poor mother feels terrible. And then here's a nice little fan reenactment. Zac to his mom. Hey, mom. Hey, honey, how's fishing? Zac. Good. Can you follow Tayshia again? I've gotten like 800 DMs and 20 calls from magazines asking if we've broken up. Mom, what? You guys were together like yesterday. Didn't know I wasn't following her. Can you send me the link to refollow her? Also, honey, what's a DM? This is every conversation everyone's ever had with their mom. So that's the story, folks. They're back together, or they never were apart. And a lot of people said, well, maybe he was mad that she's going to go host the Bachelorette, and she's going to be with 35 young men and this and that. And it's like, if Zac if I could say I learned anything from Zac on his season of The Bachelorette, it is that he doesn't dabble with competing with others. Zac knows who he is as a man, and he rose above everybody else on that show with his confidence and his groundedness in who he is. So if anyone can take any tips from Zac when it comes to being on the show, be yourself. Be authentically you. No amount of pull-ups or bench presses is going to impress the lady when it comes down to it. So Zac, of course, is the last person in the world who's going to be jealous of Tayshia. It just turns out that he doesn't live his life on the day-to-day on Instagram. So we don't know what kind of words of encouragement he's giving Tayshia, but we can take a tip from him and not live our whole life on social media. But I understand people looking into it. Because in other cases, you've got like Peter Weber's mom and Matt James' mom that they'll make, sort of calculated follows and unfollows. And you go, oh, what's this all about? With Zac's mom is a clear misfire on her social media. But I wanted to give you guys a chance. I just recorded something. So this is my quick plug for the moment. I just recorded a new private episode of my podcast, The Sap. It's on Patreon. It's available if you guys want it. I'll put a link in the description. The title, simple, a life-changing year for my YouTube. In this episode, I just tell you about how I went from 2,000 subscribers to what I believe by the time you guys watch this will be 25,000 subscribers. And I just kind of shared that journey about building equity in myself, the pandemic kind of forcing me out of my comfort zone, and how I'm trying to live by the world of don't rent out your time. So anyway, that's there for anyone who wants it. A big shout out to all of my new Patreon members. If you don't know what Patreon is, it's just a private community where people can donate monthly to receive extra content, whether it's the video version of podcasts or private solo episodes. It's a chance for us to connect on a more personal level. I can share things that I couldn't necessarily share with you guys out in the public. So on this episode, I talk about how my first videos about Colton Underwood and some other things over the summer started to take heat, and then how things got flipped over upside down in January, and how February was insane and March has been insane, and it's just been a crazy growth. So if you like to hear kind of like success stories, that's what this is. So for my new Patreon members, Brianna Kay, Paige Christianbury, Kathy Eggleston, Gabby Hartman, Rima Masri, and Susan Rich, thank you guys so much for being along the journey with me. And for everyone else, if you don't want to do the Patreon and you're just here to support my YouTube, I thank you guys so much for that as well. Tonight, we're going to be doing a live stream after the final roast. That's 11 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be exhausting, but I love it. I love it so much. We're going to do that live stream for 1 hour at 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then I'll be recording my recaps, which will go live at 5 a.m. So it's going to be a long night for me. Thursday is my special 25,000 subscriber live stream. It's going to be starting at 1 p.m. I'm starting at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, guys, 1 p.m. for 5 hours. I will be taking your phone calls. We'll be talking about all things Bachelor, all things life. It'll be completely interactive, Skype calls. People will be calling in. It's going to be Dave Neal's pizza party. Okay, so get your pizza ready, get your carb count ready, and join me on Thursday for the 5 for 25,000 live stream. Get your frozen pizzas, get your delivery, whatever you need to do. Grab a Diet Coke, grab a pizza, and join us for Thursday's pizza party. That's my way of telling you guys I appreciate y'all so much. And anyway, so let's take a lesson from Zac Clark and Tayshia, and not dabble in all the rumors, and let's keep sharing the love. I know I'm guilty for that myself. And I'll see you guys later on. Plenty of videos coming today. My next video will be about the Bachelorette and some of the men that they've released that will be on the season. We'll talk about some of those guys. And again, tons coming on. Live stream tonight. So much content, but thank you guys so much for sticking around. Patreon, and the newsletter as well. Again, I know I'm promoting a lot. If you haven't signed up for the newsletter, it's free. I'm going to be sending out my first newsletter this week, which is going to show a sneak peek at the new merchandise. It's got all the different stuff, my face, the different taglines. So you're going to see all that, and you can sign up for free. Link in the description, link in the comments. Super quick, easy to do. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you in a little bit.